Hi everyone, I just wanted to take this opportunity to share a quick video with you about my experiences on Inception. I've had the honour and privilege to participate on both Inceptions 1.0 and 2.0, which were in Latvia and Slovenia. So, what is my takeaway from the experience? As an educator, I have a great responsibility to my students to coach them, to mentor them on their educational journey, particularly in language that is not their first language. I have had the benefit of working with very small young children, as young as 4 years of age, up to adults, and in between teenagers that are still at high school. All of my subjects, my students have been in education at some point, either in kindergarten, in first school, in high school, university. So none of my students or coachees have been from a neat background, as in not in formal education, not in college, not in work, or in any sort of training. So what is it for me that has been quite important for this journey? I came into this journey with an open mind. I wanted to learn something that could help me so that I could understand how to help other people. I had done coaching before in my previous job, and I was also a psychotherapist, hypnotherapist. And this was a challenge for me because the formal coaching side, there were some techniques that I hadn't done before which were of great value to me. And there were some techniques, well, the formal coaching there were some elements in there that were formal or I had been used to, and there were some techniques that were new to me that I thought made a lot of sense. The new element for me was the constellation, and this was the most difficult thing. When I actually saw what was going on, I was scared. I was genuinely scared. I had not seen anything like this before, except in Freudian hypnosis. I had not seen anything like this before, and it scared me. It genuinely scared me. I didn't think that I took a lot from the first one because really I was closed, and this scared me a great deal. So I kind of closed myself off to the opportunity. When Inception 2.0 came along, I made a promise to myself that I would be totally open to this experience, and I would put myself forward, I would put myself out there. The second one was a revelation to me because I learned a lot about myself, my own dysfunctionality with my relationship with family members. I struggled with this a great deal over the years, and working on constellation, being active in the process, helped me a great deal. I was so pleased that I decided to just dive into the deep end. Whatever happened, I said, listen, Roy, just do it. If it goes up in flames, that's fine. If you get something out of it, even if it's one small thing, it will be a bonus. It will be a success. At the end, I came away with a keen new insight. I'm not just saying this for the sake of saying this. I'm saying this because it's true. I'm saying this because for me, it was like removing the fog or the mist. It has helped me be more patient and understanding with people. I used to be a very frustrated, angry person, really. And this has helped me to kind of, I thought I was a good teacher. I really did think I was a good teacher. this has kind of taken me to the next level where I enjoy going into my classes. I enjoy, even if it's one student or 9, I enjoy my classes. It's great fun, it's great entertainment, and for my students as well as for myself, I take away a lot from my lessons. I'm more conscientious in what I do with my students, what I give to my students, and I'm honest with my students. That's the difference. I'm honest with my abilities to give them what they need to get them where they need to be. In a nutshell, it has been a new story, a new chapter for me, and I hope that anyone else that sees this, anyone else that reads the report, anyone else that looks at the analysis will take away something that gives them an opportunity to say, listen, if I get an opportunity to do this myself, I'll do it. Because it's not just about helping other people, it's about helping yourself to help other people. And that for me was the key thing. I wanted to understand how I could help myself before I even thought about helping anyone else. If you get an opportunity to take part in Inception or see any of the training videos, whether it's the formal coaching side or whether it's the constellation, do it. It will be something that will be an experience for you, and I genuinely feel it will help you. I think that our training team, Lauma is an enigma. She's someone that is from a different time. Her approach, her understanding, her ability to ask the questions that you didn't even know needed answering yourself. And Marcella, she captures everything with great detail, with great passion, with great dignity. And she doesn't get in the way, she's just there, just recording everything. I think when you have a team that knows its duties, that everything just runs like a well-oiled machine. Andre is the devil on your shoulder. He's the one that challenges you. He's the one that asks you the questions that you don't want answered. But you're going, okay, he's asked me that question now, so I've got to do that. I think that between them, Lauma, Andre, and Marcella, we're a wonderful team. I think whatever projects they do in the future, I think will be wonderful. And I hope that anyone that sees this takes the opportunity to work with these guys and to work on Inception, whatever version it might be. Thank you very much. Take care.
Hello, this is Marcela from Croatia, and I'm here to share some of my impressions and experiences with Inception 2.0. Being part of the project brought many benefits and many new things into my life. One of those things is constellation and working with family, and the other one is solution-focused coaching. Two things that changed in my life were better understanding of my own personal relationships and the relationship I had with my family, because I was able to see some patterns I haven't seen before and to build a different relationship with my parents and my family in general. The other thing was in the professional sense. I work with young people and young professionals in different fields, and I see that after being part of this project, I perceive them in a different way, and this helps me to build a different learning environment, different working principles, and gives me a perspective of how to include them in the working and learning process. So thank you very much. Thanks to everyone who participated in the project, and see you in the future in the next Inception. Bye bye.
Hello, I'm Christina from Latvia. About Project Inception 2.0, I can say that firstly, from this project, I've got many things for myself. I open my mind, my soul. I worked a lot with my relationship with my mother and my father, and I can say I returned back home to Latvia from Ptuj 99% different, like after a long trip with myself. And saying about these techniques or tools as coaching and constellation, that I think 1 week or 2 weeks later, after training course, I organized art therapy session for local community. It's more adults and family members, and I just include in this art therapy techniques coaching, and then I figure out that it's up to us how we put these techniques together, and it works anyway. So I've got from this project this feeling that I can improvise, I can make experiments somehow, not only with myself but with other people, and to help them open different perspectives of themselves and also about other world that's happening. So thank you, Inception, that you somehow take me out of my comfort zone, and I'm looking forward to make some new experiments. Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Jan from Slovakia, and I would just like to make this short video to reflect a little bit on our journey in Slovakia. It was like a half year ago, and it was Inception Part 2. I didn't take part in the first project, which I regret, but the second was really amazing. I would like to give a shout out to the leaders. Lama and Andre were just amazing. Their understanding and their coaching was just amazing. They always led us to the right answers, and they weren't pushy, so we could enjoy it and get from it as much as possible. I really enjoyed coaching and also constellation. At coaching, we could try out different stages and to be like different people. For example, in one training, I could be a coach or a youngster, so I could like try out and see how it's from different perspectives. The constellation though was a different story. It was very emotional, and I almost cried there because it was about family and relationships, and I think it can be really used in real life. I also could really reflect on my family and understand our relationships better. I think it's important to use this technique because it can help you understand things that you don't even know, that just like in your subconscious mind. I really enjoyed this experience. I met a lot of new people, also a lot of coaches from different countries, and made new friends and memories. And I'm really going to enjoy working with youth at our next NGOs and on different events where I can apply what I learned from this experience. So thank you, Lama and Andre, and I wish you all the best in the next events at Erasmus.
My feedback about the project and how am I doing after it. Well, one of the first things comes to my mind is my personal experience and my private life, which has changed since the training course. And as I already wrote, this has been one of the really best projects and training courses I've been, because it influences my personal space and gives me the growth of my personal space, and do feel the value, and it's very worthy for my inner movement and my personal relationships with my family, which the constellation method gave me a lot of new directions and new perspectives. How could I look to my family issues and just relationship issues, I think, in general. And also as a teacher, the coaching methods, I integrate them within the musical workshops and the voice workshops I'm doing, and I also put a little bit of constellation methods towards the meditation within the voice workshops, and well, it has given me just new directions and deeper experience with myself, and also a deeper experience with the world. Yeah.
Hello, this is Estonia, and our votes go to Slovenia, 12 points, and to Latvia, 12 points. This is what I like in the Inception project, that all in there can be the best at the same time. My name is Maris, and in this moment I greet you from Mexico, and this is the very first time in my life I'm trying to record myself talking. I will do this in 2 or 3 videos, so I can just breathe in and breathe out meanwhile. And this first part, I would like to share my thoughts about the project called Inception, and my experience, how I feel it now after a little bit of time. So I participated in the Inception 2 in Slovenia, and it was a wonderful experience to me, personally, just in that moment. And when I think back to myself there, I feel again uplifted like then, and I am very grateful for that. I am very grateful to Lauma and to the team for coming up with this idea in the first place, and then for putting together this package of perfect tools, like perfect combination, very smart combination of tools, and for laying on the table in front of our eyes and our hearts not only the methods and the techniques that we are talking about mostly, but also and most importantly the key to use them, the key to switch on the tools, to be able to use them really in a good way. So this is this love and this loving, compassionate mode, which is this little magical secret that that we use. We need that. We need to feel and experience it in some place, like in this Inception training, to be able to pass it on, to be able to help others to feel and experience it through the methods we pick. We use whatever they are. The methods in the end need to be forgotten also. Um, so what I want to say now here, I'm talking about this, the way we were instructed in that course. This conscious way, let's say, and I think this is really one of the real reasons why the Inception training course is still happening inside us, going on inside us, continuing having the effects on us. It's because of how it was done, not only the what we were giving. So maybe putting it in a more clear way, or in other words, I think the power of the Inception project as a training course is lying on the fact that the tools, the methods and techniques it gives have an ability, when used with love and compassion, an ability to be heart opening. And this is why they work, because this is what we need as human beings. We need the heart to be opened once in a while. And this is why this course is so practical. This is the magic. Because we were giving the tools and the how, let's say the key to use them at the same time. The techniques, the methods, and the good attitudes. So that makes it 100% practical. I will come back soon and I continue. Thank you.
My name is Tina. I have participated in the project Inception 2.0. I'm from Slovenia. Okay, I liked the overall experience. I believe it was a successful project. We learned different, we were using different methods there. For example, constellation, which is the method that helps the individual, which is the client, to help explore his family relationships, like the problems that could be passing through generations and or influencing this person now. Influencing the relationship with his family, and also his behavior, or just how he feels about himself. So I think this method like helps to helps the person to find the problem and like try to solve it. And I really do believe it helps. It repairs family relationships in some ways. So yes, I also believe this problem can be used in working with youngsters, like in the way to, if not using the method, just to understand their perspective and their behavior, because it can be something much greater behind their behavior, especially in working with difficult youngsters. or the youngsters that have a lot of problems and which are influencing their behavior. Yes, we were also using coaching methods, which I also believe are important in everyday life. Like talking with everybody who has a problem of any kind, just to guide them, ask the right questions, and try to like lead them to find the answer that they already have, like already knew somewhere in their mind, just it's hidden. Yes. And also I believe all those methods that we were using, and there can be used in everyday life, especially when we're working with youngsters. And yes, overall I believe the project was a very successful one. I learned a lot. I got a lot of good stuff out of it, and yes, looking forward for similar experiences.
Hi, I'm Tanya, and first of all I want to say I'm really grateful for this chance to participate in training course Inception 2.0, and it was really exceptional training course, and not just because it brings totally new and innovative tools in the field of youth work, but it also was very useful for me personally. I truly believe that this training course and these tools firstly are very useful for educators, because it's very effective and can bring very quick results, and I believe that it brings great help, not just towards youngsters, but for educators themselves. The course, first of all, for me meant personal growth and very valuable and meaningful reflections about myself. I was one of the participants who were leading one of the constellations, and it was very successful, and it also helped me to feel more confident about using this tool, because when it comes to great responsibility, it also brings me huge fears, and this really helped me a bit overcome these fears, and it showed me that it can bring good examples. And after this project I used this tool to work with my friend, because I have learned that if I have this trust field with client, it works very effective, and I'm really satisfied with these results, and I'm hoping that I also will boost my confidence and I could extend this successful experience with this tool. But for me, coaching was more useful because it's easy for me to apply this tool. And for example, this scale question, it's the most useful and applicable tool that I'm using, and I can bring this tool everywhere. So it's really useful, and I'm going to use it in long perspective. So thank you very much for this training, to everyone first of all to our trainers, and to all people that came there as well, because we are a great team, and I'm really grateful for this experience. And I will use this video also to send really warm greetings from all my heart to all these people that I really missed for.
2.0
was my first experience in Erasmus Plus, and it was a very impressive experience for me. In the coaching part, I learned that how can teach my feelings and my behaviors, but the constellation part is the best part. I saw that how the emotions are explored and the people's emotions are how strong, and I learned that how can I help the youngsters and how can I build a relationship with them. For this experience, I am very thankful for the EMC Inception. I hope we will see each other again. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Eva. I participated last year in Project Inception. We have really great time. I learn a lot of new stuff. It changed a little bit a part of me, like every project. This one was really special because there was a lot of emotions, and I think that we really put something out that we hide inside of us for a long time. And I don't know, I think now we can really use these methods that we learn in this project for helping other people.
After Project Inception 2.0, I know how be better as people, as a human, and I know that when I am better, I am also better in my work. I'm also better youth worker. I can help more, and I can prepare better people which working with me. I know that for youngsters it's really helpful how they can do to the goals, how they can prepare myself to change something in life, change something in mind. I think that the mind is the most important, because they feel something in heart, but they don't know how they can do it. So the constellation and coaching methods are helpful, and when we working using this method, these people know how they start think how they can do it, and after a few steps they know that they can do, and they won't go to these goals. So for me it's really great see how people change something in life. It's like someone really young want, for example, find good job, but now it's in the group need group, and after a few workshops, few meetings, I see how this person can do it, that this person is more happy, it's smiling all the time, because she or he think that, oh, I'm really near to take my goals, to be with this, to do what I wanted. So I'm really happy that I can help people, and I hope that it could help for them.